Hey guys, welcome to this prayer activity. All you need for this is an A4 piece of paper. Doesn't matter what colour it is. Mine's slightly yellow and it's actually card, not paper, but that's absolutely fine. And then just a pair of scissors. That's all you need for this prayer activity. Now hopefully you'll be able to just pause this video as many times as you need if you need to catch up, and I'll try and do it as slow as possible and explain it so it's really obvious. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take one of the corners of our A4 bit of paper and we're going to fold it down to the edge to make almost like a flag, if you like, so that it looks like this. And we fold it over forward so that it looks like that. So that is the first step. After that step, we're going to take this top corner, okay, and we're going to bring it down to this corner here. We're going to fold it over like that so that it halves the size of that triangle. I'm slightly regretting using card because it's actually a bit stiff to do, but it's the only thing I could find. So now it looks like that. Again, the fold is over the thing, so it was like that, and now you've just folded it down, and now it looks like that. It looks like a little house. That's what's going on. And now from that, we're literally going to just take the point and the bottom, and we're just going to fold it in half that way. So take the point at the top of the triangle, at the top of the house. This is quite difficult. Fold it over inwards like that. I don't think it matters whether you fold it outwards or inwards, but I'm going to fold it inwards. So take it like that and push it down. So now it looks like that. Looks like a little aeroplane sort of thing. So you did have your little house. You folded it inwards. I folded it inwards like that. And then we got our little plane like that. And now that's technically all the folding we're going to do for the moment. Now we're going to get our scissors, and what we're going to do is just like this. We're just going to cut 3 strips, one here, or we're going to cut twice so that we get 3 strips, and that's the 3 strips that we're going to use to pray with. And so just get your scissors, starting at the lower end here, about a third of the way across. Just take the scissors and just go all the way through the middle there like that. That actually didn't work very well for me at all, so I'm just going to neaten that up. I can just go through there. And for this first section, I want you to take this first section and pause this video, because we're going to use this first section to pray for our leaders and authorities. So perhaps world leaders, our Prime Minister and the Cabinet dealing with all of this virus stuff at the moment, and maybe the NHS. So why don't you just take that first section, pause this video and pray for our leaders and authorities. So you can do that now. And now here we are back in our video. We're going to cut once more. We're going to cut from this way. If it's easier to cut from the bottom, it might actually do it a bit neater. But again, you're just going to take it in half like this. Cut that. It gets a bit thicker towards the top because that's where all the folds are. Now for this second section, we're going to pray for our church family. So pray for the team, pray for the leaders in the church, and pray for church family, that during this time of isolation and distancing, that we might be able to be church well. Pray for all of us that we'll be able to reach out for one another and that we draw close to God. So pray for our church family in this second section. So do that now, and then we'll come back together. And for our third section, we're going to take this bit and we're going to pray for ourselves. And so if you've got anything that you want to pray about, then you can pray about that now. Maybe pray with a friend or well, perhaps not a friend during this time, but maybe with a sibling or with family members. Pray for yourselves in this time for the third section. So you can pause this video and do that now. And the final bit is basically just to unfold this, because the way we've been cutting actually reveals this beautiful cross, and it reminds us that Jesus is in charge, that Jesus is in the midst of all of that. Even in the midst of world leaders dealing with the virus stuff, with church and with ourselves, that Jesus is King. So why don't you just say one more prayer? And the fourth prayer can just be thanking Jesus for who he is. As we come up to Easter, we think about Jesus going to the cross. So why don't you thank Jesus that he went to the cross, that he died for us and rose again, that he brought us back to God, that he restored our relationship with God, and that he forgave us sin, and he offers us eternal life. So that's the fourth thing to pray about this morning. And then that is the end of our prayer activity. So you can watch that back and learn that yourselves, but it's a really great thing to remember that Jesus is at the centre of all we do. Bless you guys.